So, for the Emperor. Yeah, just put it up, just putting it in the thumbnail right now. Okay. Okay there. Popping out that chat, and hello to whoever's here. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. Okay. Like I was saying, for the Emperor. The Adeptus Mechanicus.
Lord, heretic Astartes. They're showing up in every hive city on Avarax. We're already overstretched by the Tyranids.
Yep.
The traitors have us off guard. The Adeptus Mechanicus tell me Aurora is ready.
Okay.
They say the weapon will work. Sir, I know your concerns, Titus. We may have no choice.
Can we at least warn Calgar of the danger?
Impossible. The astropathic relay on Avarax has been completely surrounded. Every attempt we've made to break through the Tyranid lines has failed.
Can we vox a message in?
There's a dead zone around the relay. Something's interfering with our vox comms.
We have to get inside.
Emperor, save me. I've tried. Now the Tyranids have launched an attack on our defenses. We're pulling back to the fortress. We'll make our final stand here.
Battlefield projection. Magnify
Jeez.
C3. Where are you? There. The hive tyrant.
We've had no reports.
It's there. We kill it. We break the synaptic connection.
They'd scatter like rats.
The hive tyrant. A worthy adversary.
And if you're wrong, if it's not there, I cannot afford to throw men after a hunch.
Give me 2 squads.
2 squads.
We need to kill the hive tyrant, find whoever is jamming us, and get the message inside the relay.
6 men. That's all I can spare. Use them wisely.
Thank you.
The Emperor protects.
The Emperor protects. Okay.
Titus. Receiving.
Attend me on the crew deck.
Acknowledged.
Have launch crews prepare drop pods equipped with heavy weaponry to launch from my...
Assemble.
If the chaplain wishes to see you because of my transgressions, I will take full responsibility.
I gave no report. I have yet to decide if you require formal penance.
Which enemy lurks in the shadows of the Hive City? Jerichus was blindsided by our Rickastazes.
Okay. Assemble!
Titus, the captain has put great faith in you with this mission. Should you reach the relay, your message to Lord Calgar may determine the course of this war. Choose your words wisely.
You doubt my intentions.
It is your actions I will judge. I need not remind you of the consequences you suffered the last time. If you cannot trust in the will of the Primarch, then you are unfit for this duty.
Okay then. Proceed to launch bay.
It seems I am not the only one on this ship with concerns about your intentions.
It is the chaplain's responsibility to ensure our chapter remains pure, not yours.
Your erratic behavior is plain for all to see. And now, I find you have a history of it.
You have a history of it.
My duty, as I was then, protecting a system from ruin.
Let's go check my loadout.
There he is. Lieutenant, Gallio and I were just examining your recent diagnostic.
Gallio, I object to such intrusions.
As do I. But they are queries I must fulfill.
I seek only answers. Your survival is a profound mystery that must be resolved.
Such unbridled curiosity is the gateway to ruin.
But that is where you are mistaken. Ruin is all around us, but I will soon depart for the Aurora facility on the Merio. And there, I shall close all gateways to ruin permanently. You will see.
Okay then. The Instigator Bolt Carbine. And the Plasma Incinerator. Okay. My cat is looking at the cursor. He's following it on the TV. Now he's pawing at the TV. I think I'm gonna take the melter rifle with me. Now he's going meow. And now he is right next to me. My bud.
Lieutenant, the squad is ready.
Lieutenant.
We are yours to command, Lieutenant. The astropathic relay on Avarax is under direct assault. If it falls, so do our hopes of reinforcement. We will engage in a 3-point operation to break the Xenos command, restore Vox, and secure the relay.
We will not fail you.
Not one of us can afford to fail this day. Prepare for deployment. I will transmit mission details on descent.
Okay, off we go. Access the astropathic relay. Send message to Lord Cat and Calgar. Okay. Hey, Kabe, how's it going?
Approaching drop zone. Prepare for landing.
I just finished doing some coding? Cool.
It should be us facing the Hive Tyrant.
Talassa can handle it.
They have 3 men. We should be with them, but you have us playing courier.
That message has to get through.
And what exactly is that message?
Speak your mind, brother.
I searched the archives. You were once captain of the 2nd Company, and then you disappeared over a century ago.
I was serving with the Death Watch.
A 2D HD game is similar to Octopath Traveler. Oh, I've got an idea what you mean.
A black shield. You would erase your chapter markings.
I would die for these colors.
Then why?
I was accused. It was my penance.
What were you accused of?
Corruption.
Brace for landing.
Move out.
Ah, I could start from the beginning if you'd like, because I'm actually decent ways into here. I know a lot of Warhammer lore. Warhammer is kind of awesome. I didn't start streaming it from the beginning because I was still feeling under the weather when I got it. Yeah, look at how much bigger I am than them. Space Marines are giants.
Delta Wing, box check.
Meridian here. Still our gunship. Talassa has landed, and soon a tyrant will fall.
Acknowledged. Proceeding to relay. Maintain Vox reports. Damocles out. The Astropath relay is 4 miles from here. Expect heavy Tyranid presence.
Ah,
What's of
okay.
the arch enemy?
Sporadic reports, but they are here.
So there is there is order and chaos, and chaos is the bad guys, kind of, and humanity is, or humanity and the Eldar are kind of like order.
You are a foil on the pride of the Cadian God. You have disgraced yourselves.
And in the future, there's only war. The warp is where the chaos is,
Damocles out.
and high emotion leads to and it empowers the chaos. Technically, good things can come too, but there's so much negative energy that the negative that the native gods tend to kind of kill the good things in there.
Like that again, and you'll be facing the master of the watch.
I understand. Sir, why did you not tell us of your penance earlier?
It was not your business.
And now it is.
You have made it so, through suspicion and intrigue.
And the more people that know about the chaos, the more the chaos can actually infect people.
This will serve me well. Open the gates.
They're jammed, my lord. Damage from the last attack.
They're super monotone, and is it normal? To a degree.
Stand aside.
The Space Marines are seen as very stoic. That's partially because of what I was talking about with the high emotions leading towards the chaos.
The relay is ahead. Through the spores. Engage.
Everyone is so small compared to me. Like I was saying, Space Marines are huge. The Space Marines are kind of like a power fantasy. Now with my chainsword. Ow. Yes they do. To my understanding, Warhammer 40k, it was actually envisioned by somebody who wanted to do stuff in the StarCraft universe and did not get permission to. So they decided to make Warhammer instead.
Collapse the bridge. There's no way through. I may have an alternate route.
Proceed.
Transmitting to all specs now. We'll need to clear this debris.
Okay. Yep. Yes, chainswords are kind of awesome. So, basically, the Emperor is a thousands of year old person, and he created from his own genetics 20 children, which are the Primarchs, and each of them is the leader of a chapter of Space Marines, and then each of the chapters of Space Marines are made from a gene seed made from that Primarch. So the Space Marines are essentially like 2 steps removed from a godlike being. And one squad of 3, these guys can do what platoons and more of guardsmen can do. Right. They come from human stock, but they are not human anymore. Or they when they get recruited, they get the gene seed implanted in them, and I believe it's like either 1 in 100 or 1 in 1,000, and humans survive the change.
Brothers are getting hammered down there.
Delta Wing, we have given the infernal Xenos a fitting burial.
It is not dead.
Enlighten us, Lord Titus.
The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay.
Reports confirm the Lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion is still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead. Our word is bond. This void-spawn behemoth has seen its last day.
Kind of. He is what is called a perpetual, so if he dies, he comes back to life. I don't understand the exacts of that, but he got into a really knockdown, drag-out fight with one of the Primarchs, his son, that got corrupted by Chaos. And because he trusted his son too much, he let his son get too close, which got a fatal blow in on him. So he is now entombed and as a living being on the golden throne. Oh yeah, there is lore after lore after lore in this. In this. This is so much more fun than Monster Hunter. I mean, this is Warhammer 40k, as in the year 40,000. There's just a little bit of stuff that's happened, just a little bit. And the Emperor, and those events with the Emperor I just mentioned, that happened in the year 30,000, and we are now in the year 40,000.
The door is inoperative. Is there an alternate route?
Yes, but it would add considerable time.
Then we must find the power and restore it.
Oh yeah, there's 400 books, at least. I think that there's like 40 books in the Horse Heresy all on its own.
Record. Declare evidence. Crates found in Sector 55 of the Upper Hive contain 12 volumes.
And I know a lot of it.
Heretical works, also recovered. 14 Cantrail type las rifles. 8 las pistols, various designs. The serial numbers are filed off. Heretical symbols are applied to the surface of the weapons. I'm enclosing picts supporting the evidence. Evidence to be destroyed.
Wait, suddenly it says that there's 8 people watching? Dang. Hey, everybody.
That it has long since taken root in the Hive. The mere thought that he has reached the highest levels turns my stomach. These officials, bureaucrats, and politicians.
I would imagine so. There's a lot of lore channels that will go through it.
Well, the fire of
the way that I got into it was, honestly, I couldn't figure out where to start for Warhammer 40k itself, but the Horus Heresy, which is the story of how the Emperor got got killed, like I was just mentioning, had a very definitive start to it. So that's why those are the books that I've read. But yeah, hello to everybody who's here.
We have power. Open the door.
There we go.
Traitor Astartes. Cut them down.
As of right now, he is stuck in the throne coffin forever. As of right now, the gotcha on there though is that he is an extremely powerful psyker. So, to my understanding, he is basically wandering the chaos, the warp, or the warp, or whatever you want to think of it as, and he's still doing Overwatch on humanity from there. He's just not able to do anything on the physical plane. The really big gotcha is that if his followers knew that he was perpetual and just let him die, he would come back. But they don't know that. The Emperor tends to keep things to himself, so so no one knows that he would just come back if they would just let him die.
Heretics mean to stop us. To all appearances, yes. Elaborate. The Traitor Legion's legacy of deception goes back 10,000 years.
Yeah.
They are masters of it.
Part of the reason for part of the reason for the secrecy is that the more people that know about the chaos and the gods and all that stuff, the more power the chaos gets. So the fewer people that know these secrets, the less power the chaos has.
No victory can be using a
But he kind of takes the secret keeping to a little bit too far, because there's a few things where if he had just told some of the Primarchs a few of his secrets, he probably would not be dead, practically dead on that throne right now.
restocking.
I like my Melta rifle.
If they kill each other, all the better.
End of the hall.
There we go. I could really use use a little bit of healing. But, yeah.
Munitions secured.
Turn around and regroup with the main force.
Honestly, I'm just over here going, holy crap. My last stream, I literally got nobody even check in to look for over an hour. This one, I'm getting up to like 12 people watching at once. Dang.
There's our entry.
Warhammer is popular. Hehe. So, thank you to everyone who's here, even if you're not talking. I appreciate you.
To take out the hive tyrant. And our little excursion was all for naught.
Oh, but by the way, Kabe, this game you can actually have other people control members of the squad instead of just having them be bots. It's reminded me of of a zombie game I knew way back when. Emperor is basically being kept on life. Yeah, I wasn't getting into the sacrifice of thousands of psychers a day part.
We should have remained.
But yes.
Why toil in obscurity when there's glory center stage?
You are not wrong. Now, to put that into perspective a little bit, we are talking about the human empire or having trillions upon trillions of people in it. And those 1,000 psychers a day are keeping him alive, which also keeps its various shields up and a bright guiding light for psychers to guide people through the warp, thus enabling faster than light travel.
Our lieutenant said it himself.
Not exactly safe, but safer, faster than light travel.
Something to say, Sergeant. Damn it.
Yeah. If you're interested, I'll send you a few streams that I like that can get you started on the lore in much less of a haphazard way than I've been giving it. I mean, I'm more than happy to talk about the lore. I'm just haven't really sat down to think about the best way to give it. So I'm just kind of randomly telling you things. I love chainswords. Oh, by the way, the bolters that I use, the pistol, they talk about those pistols basically firing bullets the size of torpedoes. the Warhammer 40K Dawn of War or real-time strategy games are pretty awesome. I've been replaying some of them lately.
Ultramarines! Gadriel, you're not thinking straight. I'm saying the same as you. Damn it, you are an ultramarine. Now act like one. Yes, Lord.
But yeah, this is so much more fun than Monster Hunter is. Yes, 100% agreed there, New Age Rage. By the way, good to have you here. dun, dun, dun. Another one bites dust. Dun, 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 dun.
Defensive line at that breach. Yes, my lord. Reinforce the breach.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep what I'm using. I like my melter rifle. I kind of go for... Kaboom! Aha! What do you mean by lasting long? As in people liking them and they stay in the forefront, or what do you mean? Honestly, yes. They tend to have a lot of playtime in them. I don't know for sure on Space Marine. I actually haven't played the first Space Marine. But the Dawn of War games have a lot of playtime in them.
Engaging thrusters.
Oof. Ow.
They never learn. Meridian, do you read? Signals being jammed. As the captain.
So far right now, I think I've put about...
Elasa reports.
Actually, just give me a sec. I have put... How much time is it in here? 11 hours. And I have put 11 hours into this so far, and I think that there's still a good amount left.
Cut out. Repeat.
And it's got a bunch of PvP stuff in it as well.
So of our 3 objectives, none have been achieved.
No going back now.
Moving.
If for some reason you decide to get this, let me know. I would be very interested in trying some of the multiplayer stuff in it. And you know I don't normally care about that, but I'm kind of curious.
Jump back engaged.
Yep, I was looking at the side missions too. So yeah, because whenever you do a mission that where where there's another team doing something, apparently they make a side mission for you to actually play that out. Cool. Ow. Oh, by the way, Kame, what I do in execution, it refills most of my it refills most of my armor.
Engaging thrusters.
Nah.
Changing magazine. Redeploying.
I really like the jump jets.
The ascent is angels.
But yeah, there's a zombie game from way back when that had very similar mechanics to this. Like with these rooms where you assemble, that gives you a little bit of a respite. And if you fall down, one of your people, one of your party members can bring you back up. The bugs are basically the the Left 4 Dead. Thank you. I was completely blanking on the name, and that was really good. It was really starting to annoy me. But yeah, I see a lot of I see a lot of similarities, and that's in a good that's a good sense. Since Left 4 Dead is actually a really good game. I should play it again.
Jump back fouled with dust. We must proceed on foot.
Dang it! I like my jump packs.
The enemy have breached our lines. Talassa has failed. Lieutenant, what are your orders? We fight.
At last.
I've heard about Back 4 Blood, and I also heard that it was kind of a really bad game. I didn't realize that was as a Left 4 Dead sort of game, though. Ow! Bro! Not cool! Not cool!
Target destroyed. Reload. Do not let them up.
Ah! Oof!
Servant of the Emperor, and you will taste my wrath. Zoenbro, watch for the psychic blast.
And, oh, by the way, when you parry, it automatically follows the parry up with an attack. There's the card effects. Okay then.
Tear them apart with your bare hands, brother.
Hi. Ow. Ow.
Focus your rage and stand for them.
Thank you.
Courage and honor.
Got it.
Resupplying.
Another one? Jeez. Yes, it is.
What is this?
Talassa.
They killed the Hive Tyrant.
They are falling. All of them.
Huh.
The Hive Tyrant was controlling
But yeah.
via synaptic link.
The Chaos Gods and the lore is some, it really is some crazy shit.
The Hive Tyrant is dead.
Which means that Titus was right.
Damocles, we got the bastards.
Excellent work, brother. Any contact with Talassa?
Talassa to Damocles. The
Yep.
alien contaminates our world no longer.
Also, look up the Tyranids.
Lieutenant Titus Dorito.
You'll see that you were right
Area
about
secure.
about what you're saying about the Zerg.
Let's go.
Ah, there was a multi-melta! Ah! That would have been useful. That would have been really freaking useful.
A fine gift from the forge.
Yep, I was mentioning the Horus Heresy to YouTube. The Horus Heresy are the main books I personally have read, by the way.
Well fought, brothers. I will make sure the captain hears of your deeds.
I need no commendation.
Is that right?
Enough!
Lieutenant, upon completion of this mission, I request transfer to another squad.
Okay
I
then.
will pass your request to the captain.
He doesn't like me.
The stench of those things has my guts all over the place.
His name is his name is Titus, as you've noticed, and he's the game starts with you being in the Death Watch Guard. When you're in the Death Watch Guard, or your primary thing is that you're fighting Xenos. And I don't remember all the lore on the Death Watch, but we found out during all of this is that apparently 100 years ago he was involved in something to do with this artifact, and was recorded as being dead. But apparently he didn't die, but he was suspected of corruption, so he was sent to the Death Watch Guard as penance. I seem to remember something about Titus in some of the lore I've heard about, but I can't quite pinpoint it, and I haven't I haven't looked it up. Ah, okay. What system is the original Space Marine game in?
You shouldn't be here.
I have a message for Marnius Calgar.
I cannot help you.
It's urgent.
In addition to the shadow cast in the warp by the Tyranids, demonic forces are now poised to attack anyone who opens their minds to the warp.
You would flee from your duty.
I would have you know.
Give me your message.
Okay. But Space Marine is probably old enough that it would probably run fine on my PC. But my PC is like I refer to my PC as a mid-level gaming laptop.
Let us begin.
My lady,
So I doubt that Space Marine 2 would work, but Space Marine 1 would.
There are no guarantees.
I'm not sure. Probably something with the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Adeptus Mechanicus are basically your tech people in Warhammer 40k. But inventing new things is not allowed because of the dark age of technology. So the Adeptus Mechanicus basically use old technology, and they've come up with various prayers to make stuff work. But those prayers involve oils, incenses, things like that. So they're rituals, whereas they look like some sort of prayer. A lot of times they end up just being they're oiling the machine to keep the machine in good use. Or she might be a psyker. I'm not sure. I'm being called a heretic. What?
I do not know.
You wish to make Olga here that you may kill him. Heretic. Heretic. You will betray us as you betrayed them on Brian.
Okay then.
Lies.
Yep, I agree with the WTF.
Lieutenant! Gadriel, I am no heretic.
By himself. He must be stopped.
Who is she that we would trust her?
Kill the heretic. Kill him.
Enough!
Kill him.
And his squad mates have been and distrusting him throughout all of this. Part of it is that they don't know what his history is. And he was just suddenly brought in to be the lieutenant for their squad.
What have you done?
And I looked down at the wrong moment, I think. Did I actually shoot her? Yes. That is a large part of what Warhammer 40k is. But that looks like a Chaos Marine to me. Chaos Marines are heretics that are chaos are the chaos that actually corrupted the Space Marines. So they're considered some of the most dangerous of all. Ah.
I assure you it will be brief.
Yeah, who is Imra? I have no idea. Behind a pillar. Yep, that is definitely a Space Marine. I have an idea. I have an idea about how insane this looks. one sec. But he was exposed to warp energies the first Space Marine. He was able to resist the tainted chaos, but his chapter didn't believe him. Hence him getting sent to the Death Watch for 100 years. Ah, thank you. I appreciate that. That's close to what I thought happened, but I was not sure. I was kind of guessing. Yeah, and they don't even know what exactly happened. So he isn't a heretic. The Chaos Marine was trying to get him killed. Yes. Oh, hello. Yeah, it is very hard to avoid to avoid the taint. That's part of why I was what I was talking about when I was saying that that the Emperor keeps the secrets partially because just knowing about the chaos can make you vulnerable. Yes. Ah, and now we have round 2 of this fight. Very carefully. but actually, the Inquisitors. I'm going to pause it for a moment here. There's Inquisitors that know more about stuff than others do, and when they find out that a planet has been tainted by chaos, or a person has come into contact with them, a lot of times the Inquisitor will kill them just for the sin of coming in contact with the chaos. And if if they deem the chaos to be too much of a problem, they kill the entire planet. They will nuke a planet to get rid of the chaos. Exterminatus protocols. Scary shit. Hey, let me go. And that's part of what I was pointing out before about just how big this universe is. No, this is not the best universe to live in. I've seen a short where this guy's wife was asking him, would you prefer to be in the 140K universe or some other sort of hell? And his response was, anything else. Anything but the Warhammer 40K universe. I'm running out of ammo, dang it. Ah. Ow. and the stuff you're and stuff we're explaining to you here is just the human part of the lore. The alien lore gets insane too, just in different ways.
Did he escape? I don't know.
Lieutenant Titus.
The orcs are basically fungi.
Chaos forces have been detected entering the system. They are going after Aurora. We are leaving for Demerium immediately.
How did you know? I was a boy on Calf when the word bearers.
Yes, it is an audiobook form.
I came to know the mark
I
of the curse.
have it. I have it in audiobook. Yes, there are orcs.
I understand your actions, but your suspicions end here. Are we clear? Yes, sir.
And yeah, there's entire sectors that have been forgotten about. But yeah, the orcs are much older race than humans are. The orcs are about as old as the Eldar are. I call the Eldar space elves. So, kind of. And the Eldar are a very interesting thing. Like I said, they're a very old race. And they were basically they basically ruled the universe for like 60,000 years, and they got very much into themselves. Let's just say, so much to the point that they got hedonistic, and they got bored. So they started doing debauchery, and stuff where they would torture things for fun, and as this got to a really high level, they birthed a dark god from their excess. That is Slanesh! Jeez.
Brothers, this is Aurora. Within the last few hours, traitor forces have arrived in their hundreds and commandeered the facility.
Lovely.
Commandeer. Where is Luz?
Inside, they have the facility, Luz, and the power source. The terror. Perhaps you were right, Titus.
What's our theoretical?
We've diverted all available forces to Demerium, but we're well below full strength. We've prepared an assault, but it has little chance of success, unless we take care of this. They're using it to draw in reinforcements. For every one of them we kill, 2 more show up in their place. It's heavily guarded.
Lovely.
I'll need a combat squad, 5 men.
I can spare 3 men.
You can spare 3.
Next, the enemy seems
Oh
to be
yeah.
drawing their power.
I mean, you don't have to read all of them. But I mentioned the 400 just to point out just how much lore there is.
Your squad has developed a reputation for unconventional approaches.
The Tau, the way that I see the Tau, they are the space communists.
It's a burial world. 4,000 years
The
ago.
Necrons are interesting.
The Ultramarines and the Heretics. The Sword of Atreus, a battle barge wrecked in the fighting, was laid to rest here. What of it? Records state that while its body was ruined, its engines burned bright, even as it was interred.
Yes, the metal space mummies.
But it might ran. A long shot to say the least.
The Necrons were on a planet that basically gave them all space cancer.
Fought to miss.
And
He's right.
they made a deal with the proverbial devil.
Place a beacon.
Our offensive
Yeah.
launches in 90
They,
minutes.
they made a deal with the proverbial devil to live forever. What the devil did to them, though, was they made it robotic vessels for them to transfer into. But when they did that, they lost their souls.
As you wish,
So,
gentlemen.
like I said, deal with the devil.
Brothers Chiron and Gadriel are in attendance.
And just to show you the side missions,
Must exceed 250 miles to avoid deadly fields.
there's the Inferno side mission, which which has you follow in one of the distraction squad. These ones, I believe, were from what I just played. Yeah, slaying the Hive Tyrant and getting rid of the jamming of the Vox. And then this would be for the next one, I think. And I think that this would let me go back to play earlier missions. Yeah. But yeah, the creator of this shit is pretty dang wild. I would agree with that. That seems pretty accurate.
Thunderhawk pilots that all flight paths will be extremely hostile.
Converse with the chaplain. Yay. And every time it says assemble, I keep on thinking, Avengers, assemble. And what he says that they're the metal space mummies is they went to sleep for tens of for millennia and are being woken up by current events.
You disapprove. On the contrary, it is inspired thinking.
I reluctantly second that.
Why reluctantly?
Because it will go to your head.
Okay, so they're okay with being with me again?
Titus, I am troubled by a report I have received from the Astra Telepathica. An accusation of heresy.
Her voice was puppeted by a...
The lieutenant will answer.
The Psycho was possessed.
Your sergeant believed otherwise.
I was mistaken.
You attempted to
The Psyker?
incapacitate your lieutenant.
Thank the...
When you say the what, do you mean when they say the psyker? Think of a psyker as a psionic. A psionic, a mage, magician, wizard. The thing is that they use their power comes from the warp, which, as I mentioned, is chaos. Let's see here. The astral telepathica. That I believe that's they like how using the gothic sort of words with that, with like the telepathica, and so basically think a psyker that is specializing in telepathy, communication. And New Age Rage can definitely correct me if I'm wrong.
Capable of reaching Lord Calgar is dead. By your hands.
I'm pretty sure that New Age Rage knows more of the lore than I do, honestly. I know a good amount, but I get the feeling that New Age Rage knows a lot more than I do.
You are dismissed.
I just got a trophy called "Why Is It Always You Three?" and it says, "Hear all the chaplain's dialogues." Why is it always you three?
Brother, what was spoken by the chaplain?
Time to go.
Time to go. Going down. And right now, why am I thinking of the thing from the Adventures Winter Soldier, I think it is, where Captain America is in the elevator with all of them and has to go and has to go Hail Hydra. Oh, heretics! They're talking about people who have gone over to chaos. So the heretics are the people that worship the chaos gods.
Forces in the Numeralian Basin. Thalassa has the warp beacon. Viridian is hoping for a miracle. The rest of us will move to clear the reliquaries around the basin and establish a beachhead. We are facing overwhelming enemy numbers on Demerium. But the heretic filth down there have stirred the wrath of
Okay, the
company.
Oh, right, the Astra Telepathica.
Upon the
Thanks.
truth of such agony, the likes of which they have not seen.
It would have been amusing if I got Captain America in there.
They will suffer,
But I was honestly thinking about that right there.
and they will fall. Sons of Gilliman, for the glory of Ultramar.
The Sons of Gilliman. When it says is the Sons of Gilliman, Gilliman is the name of the of the Primarch of the Ultramarines. And for the glory of Ultramar, Ultramar was the planet that they were on. It's a chapter planet of the Ultramarines.
Survival probability
Equal to 62.4136.
unacceptably low. Thank you, Gally.
It wants me to use the heavy bolt rifle.
Orbital drop without Gravis armor. It is a sound strategy. With a 38% failure
I still insist
rate,
on my
much less favorable
melter
odds
rifle.
today.
Or do. Ah, what the hell? I'm going to try the plasma incinerator. I haven't tried this one yet. Bolt pistol? No, thank you. Give me the heavy bolter. And yes, they use crazy names. And they're not letting me choose my melee weapon. I'm gonna have to assume that means that they're going to insist that I use a new weapon. Probably the sledgehammer, because I think that's the only one that was locked.
Brothers, our captain's words need no further embellishment. I will speak only of practical concerns. The heretics will employ absolute deception. You will be assaulted by lies and illusion. The only true ground you will find down there will be each other. Trust only your brothers.
Trust only your brothers.
Now go forth and lay waste to our enemies. For the Emperor!
For the Emperor! America! Oh, sorry. Sorry, now I'm listening to a YouTube thing that's going through some of the early lore, and yeah. I think I saw at least a little bit of it, but I wasn't paying as much attention to 140K at that point, so I don't really remember much of it. Oh, by the way,
Have you ever done this before?
you are now you now get to have a wrench.
Flak. Enemy ships and burning wreckage on the way down. Exactly. No, this will be a first.
The Codex Astartes does not support this action. But I am looking forward to it.
You know basically nothing of the universe. That's why. Oh yeah, I know you don't.
60 seconds.
Helmets, sir.
I must apologize for my actions on Aberrax.
And I've got a bunch to send him to. I'm friends with him on X, so yeah.
When I was a young captain, one of my men questioned my motives, brushed his concerns aside, and I paid the price. Your suspicions arose because I failed to answer your doubts. As I failed to answer his.
But yeah, definitely watch whatever it is that he said. But I'll send you some stuff too.
As are we, brother.
Okay.
Let's say we settle some of that debt today. Aye, sir.
Oh, 12 minutes. The stuff that I'm going to be sending him is like an hour, 2 hours, things like that. But since I know that he likes listening to stuff while he's coding, I think it'll work.
Holy terror. Auspex cannot keep
Oh
up with
shit!
all this debris.
I just went right into that. Ow.
We will
Ah.
make it. Now focus.
Hello. Ow. No. But looting does come up in some of them.
Brother, be careful.
And I do like looting, but honestly, there's another YouTuber that I like who does reaction stuff. Ow. And his name is Nuxnor or Nuxtaku, and he likes reacting to lore videos. So his reactions tend to keep things interesting. My biggest problem with Luton is that he is really good with what he does, but he gets a little too soothing while he's talking. Actually, if you're going to check him out, I'm going to actually send a link to what I'm talking about, because he does a lot. He is not a Warhammer or streamer. It's just that he's got Warhammer stuff that he reacts to. So I'm going to go find in the first one, because it's really funny. He actually he reacts to he blind reacts to an hour-long video. And he knew nothing about it when he started doing that. So so you get to hear him get blindsided by all of the actual lore, and it's hilarious. You stop talking, you're probably asleep. Understood. No problem. So just give me 1 sec. Playlists. Videos. There it is. There's the link. So yeah, check this out. He does a lot of other fun stuff too. But if you just went to look, you'd be like, what's he talking about with Warhammer 40k? Because this was like 10 months ago.
We shall make short work of these traitors. Quicker than they deserve.
Yep. It has given me the Thunder Hammer. Okay, Aftershock. Okay. Interesting. Kaboom! And I called it. They were insisting on giving me the sledgehammer.
Waiting in ambush. Help maneuver them.
Hello.
Repositioning.
Oh!
Penetrate his arm.
Armor back up. There we go.
Redeploying.
Kaboom! So once again, thank you to each of you for being here. I really appreciate it,
We must hurry.
and I'm having fun.
Signal to Lass's
It's even something like this is even more fun when I've got people here to share it with.
perverts the land. Talassa, we are on the ground and moving. Report
So thank you. Not even from the you're giving me watchhour sort of thing, which is appreciated.
Atreus is ready
But
to
I'm saying I just love having you guys here.
Are we going to let them beat us? The objective.
It makes it much. It makes it more fun for me. And as I say that, I lost a viewer. Just as I'm saying how much I appreciate people being here, I lose a viewer. Gotta love that.
restocking.
And now, oh, I got 2 more viewers, so I mean, yeah. And thank you guys for coming back. Oh no, Warhammer 40K is all about racism. All about racism. Basically, the Xenos are evil. We must kill the Xenos. And that is at least partially because of very bad experiences. It's not just because as we don't like the unknown. The unknown has actually tried to fuck over humanity in the past too. So yeah, in the grim dark of the far future, there's only war. Now, there will occasionally be an alliance.
Barriers, no doubt.
Pretty much.
Jump pack engaged. Sorcerer.
I shall end his accursed ritual.
Oh, by the way, for all the people who really want there to be female Space Marines, the reason why there are... Yeah, the temporary alliances what we made to fight chaos. Part of the problem is that humanity doesn't necessarily trust the other... or the other races to want to fight the chaos. If I remember correctly, they're not necessarily right, but they don't trust. And without trust, yeah.
Munitions secured. Moving.
Kaboom!
No victory.
Yep, it's you and yours versus everything else. Oh, and for all the people who want there to be female Space Marines, do you remember me talking about the gene seed making the Space Marines? It's from it's from a male gene, so you don't get to have a female Space Marine because the gene seed is by definition male. But for those that say that, how dare they? There's also the Sisters of Battle, who wield the holy fire, and males aren't allowed in that either. And they're basically the nuns with guns. They come onto the battlefield with pipe organs that fire missiles. They believe in the Emperor so strongly that they get psionic abilities from it. They get a lot of really cool shit. Yes, nuns with guns. The Sisters of Battle are scary.
The impact will destroy this whole area. Wait.
I would have more sympathy. Yes, I did explain that New Age Rage. Because I was explaining to him about how the Space Marines are basically... Because I was explaining about how the Space Marines are basically just two things removed from a godlike being themselves.
We're almost there. What is your status?
The sleeping giant will soon awaken, brother.
Hold for our signal.
Kame, you don't need to ask that. You're more into the culture war stuff than I am. And that's all it is. That it's just the culture war stuff. That's all it is. Yeah. That's all it was. And the guy that I'm sending you with the video of the reason why he was actually looking into it, doing his reaction that I sent you, is because he wanted to know about the lore before he weighed in on something he didn't understand. So him getting into it was because of the culture war, but he wanted to know what he was getting into. And as he's watching, he's like, "Yeah, no, they can go fuck themselves." Nine wings, 9 beaks, 9 stones that do not speak. Is because the Emperor actually made a deal with Chaos. Oh, right. I'd forgotten that he actually made that deal with Chaos. Thanks for that reminder. But yeah, I hate when people fuck with lore. Agreed.
Jump pack engaged.
I'm just kind of surprised that you had to ask about why they would want the females, because I just kind of figured that you just assumed.
Redeploying.
Oh, okay. Knowing you, I actually believe that you were kidding on that, because I just couldn't believe you were asking the question in the first place. So I definitely believe that you were kidding. Other people, I'd probably see that as a backtracking sort of thing, but since I couldn't believe you were asking a question in the first place, I'm willing to believe you were kidding. I just wish the culture war wasn't a thing. Oh yes, I hadn't gotten into that, but yes, orcs equipment only works because they believe it will work. And if you paint a car red, if they paint a car red, it will go faster. Seriously, a red car will go faster for the orcs. More Daka. But you take a look at, but if an engineer takes a look at the gun that an orc is using, often there's no way that the gun should work. But because the orc believes it should work, it works. I love it. The orcs are very psychically attuned, but they don't know that they are. That's the thing. They don't know that they have that ability. They just believe it. And the collective belief makes it happen.
Your signal barely registers, but I read it.
Your data is clouded, Lieutenant. Maintain close proximity to target.
For the orcs, it works a lot on belief.
Dig in. If we are pushed back, the Atreus will miss its target.
We will not yield a single step. They will not deprive us of seeing that monstrosity fall.
We will find no respite until that tower falls.
Because things that the orcs actually do have that level of psychic ability. They just don't know that they do. Thank God that they don't know that they do.
The traitors pour from their bastion.
I spit in your Primarch's wretched eye.
Kaboom! An experiment? What do you mean by experiment? I thought that the ancient ones made them and the Eldar at the same time. Or is that war still going on? I don't know. I'm not as involved in that as others are. It kind of got snuffed out, but then there was stuff with getting a female custodies in, which I don't know exactly where that lies. And getting the female custodies in is kind of, in my opinion, a way to try backdoor getting a female space marine in. And yeah, I don't exactly know where that actually is right now.
Sword of Atreus primed and locked
Hey.
in.
Let's just say a Custodes is a super space marine.
Numerous errors detected due to signal interference. Calculating
They are the Emperor's personal guard. I don't know exactly what the Eye of Terror is, but there is a particular system in the universe called that has the Eye of Terror, which is basically a place where the warp is connected to the physical universe. The orcs are just too dumb to tap into their true innate ability. Yep, exactly. You see, we're getting battle reports on YouTube. You didn't understand a thing as to where I didn't understand anything as to where they're fighting each other. and now as you're hearing a lot of the lore, you're probably understanding why you couldn't understand what a lot of it was about, right?
Listen. I hear engines. There. The sword of Atreus lives up to its namesake.
The Sword of Atreus.
That will buy us time, but we must move swiftly. While the enemy control Aurora, the odds are not in our favor.
Yeah. If you're gonna make a super weapon, make sure that your enemy can't take it over.
A massive energy surge from within the Aurora facility.
Just saying.
He must be trying to use the device.
Mm-hmm. The Blade of Atreus?
Whatever
Yep.
it is unsanctioned by the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Imra!
Ibra!
We will soon find you in the flesh.
And remove you from it.
And we're still fighting the flesh and remove you from it. Lovely.
Tainting this sacred ground with heretic blood gives me no pleasure. Rest easy, brother. These souls have long since reached the dawn of
And no, I don't like plasma pistols. Meh.
Resupply.
And I did not mean to activate the special ability. Grr. But, I mean, it's not like I use it much anyway, so. The interesting thing about the Tau is that the Tau is actually an even younger species than you are. Or than you. I mean, more than, but younger than humanity is what I mean to say.
The champion lies defeated.
Tau got thrown into all this, and we're like, what the fuck's happening? Yeah.
The enemy seem determined to destroy Aurora. Is it possible the device might work? That it could weaken them? Perhaps they seek only the power source. Then why would they kill Nova?
I do not know, nor do I wish to speculate.
To make sure that we don't get to use it.
And so we shall.
I mean, it seems pretty obvious to me. I love the... honestly, I have a soft spot for universes that are futuristic, but also include magic. And Kame, I know that you know that I really like Shadowrun, so this is another thing like that. Yeah, Hamster, I was playing Monster Hunter and I got bored to tears. So I stopped playing Monster Hunter, and I went and I started playing an actual fun game. Sorry.
Show yourself, betrayer.
What is it, brother?
Monster Hunter is doo-doo.
And I will destroy it.
To whom do you speak?
Do not hear him.
No.
Petty tricks.
I'm sorry you like it. I mean, if you like it, that's fine. Oh, sleep well, New Age Rage. Thank you for being here. But Hamster, I was legitimately giving a Monster Hunter a try. Maybe if you had actually shown up to my streams to show me how good it actually was, maybe I'd still be playing it. But somebody didn't show up. Nah.
This does not bode well. Proceed to the camp.
Completely ransacked. Drown take them all.
Hurrah! Execute. Boom.
This is not the
Kaboom! Whoa!
macro weapon.
An excavation site.
It's an excavation site.
Our
Yes.
path leads down.
Chiron to Resilient. Enter Mechanicus dig site. Requesting relevant cartography.
Woohoo!
Restricted by order of the Adeptus.
Melter rifle.
Mechanicus.
Yes, I'm taking the melter rifle.
Request authorized.
Denied. Aurora seal required.
Really?
Identify yourself.
This is infuriating.
Special tactics ready.
Oopsie. That is not what I meant to do. But yeah.
More heretics.
We are on the right path.
We're on the right path. Kaboom!
Treachery ends now.
Aha! Boonk! Take that, Chaos!
Restocking. Terminate. Penetrate his armor.
Kaboom!
Back to the wall. Throw your track with it.
Execute! Aha!
Munitions secured.
Oh, and comment, I don't know if you're still here or not, but something that you might find interesting is that souls are something that do very much exist in this universe. And I was mentioning about the god that the Eldar are accidentally brought into existence. That god now waits. It's for any Eldar to die, and automatically it takes them